I kind of moved away from Colorado because of the smoke, and we are getting the wildfire smoke, and it was so hazardous the last 2 days. Like, I couldn't even go outside. It was not good at all. So I hope everyone is doing well. What does Spirit want to say today? All right. Okay, let's get a reading from Spirit. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. There's gonna be a change of plans coming in your future soon, and you have really been spending a lot of time working really hard and diligently and patiently, walking a very hard, thin path to the hopes of a more abundant life and a more prosperous and wonderful life. And you have been standing at the forefront of the helm, trying to hold back so much. You were holding up the fort for so many people, like, so to speak, and you haven't been able to really take time and focus inward and focus on yourself, even though despite taking care of the other people, you were doing that when you were taking care of the other people. You were growing as a person, because doing that helps you grow as a person. However, this has prevented you from really fostering and putting time and energy into building something for you, because you have been really trying to protect those people around you and protect the circumstances that you have built. And Spirit wants to know that despite feeling like you don't have anything to show for it, there's like a spiritual bank where there has been, savings. All of this spiritual savings have been being held for you. And so Spirit really wants, you to know that despite you feeling like you have lost some things and that you've planted a lot of things and you haven't been able to see anything, accumulate or grow yet, that sometimes things have really, really deep roots. And so you have planted some really, really important things that you have yet to start sprouting. And Spirit wants you to know that all your hard work and your dedication and your studies and your research and all the ideas that you have floating around your head all the time and all those things that you have started to implement and work on, for to pretty much maintain being afloat right at this point, will come back to you in so many different forms and varieties and colors. And you might already start seeing that, but you're having a really, really hard time seeing that because of where you have been standing. Okay, so you've been standing at the forefront. You've been standing at the helm of this ship, holding it up, directing it, and trying to maintain, the direction for a lot of people, not just you, in order to maintain a lot of people's safety. And so, can you smile? I hate when people say that. So Spirit wants you to know that it's about time that you're going to be able to take a step back, and you're going to be able to allow other people to come forth and be like, you're going to be able to relax. Like, you haven't been able to relax in probably like 10-20 years, it feels like you've been the only one holding it up. You just didn't think you could do it anymore for a very, very long time. And so Spirit wants you to know that it's going to be time soon, that you're going to be able to close your eyes, you're going to be able to relax, and you're going to be able to rest. And so despite the feeling that you've put all this energy and all this effort and all this time into something and you haven't seen anything and it's been years and years and years, Spirit wants to know that you're going to see it. And you might even want to take a look around right now, because sometimes we can overlook things that have changed for the better because we've been working on them slowly and diligently. And so Spirit really wants you to kind of like take a step back and just evaluate how far you have come. Because like sometimes the answer is like right in front of us. Like we feel overcome. We feel like we can't get anywhere. Despair, sorrow. We put so much work into things, and then sometimes it doesn't come back to us. But here's the key: the whole time is like right there. And so sometimes, you know, when we're working so hard, we're looking for a certain type of reward, a certain type of answer, a certain type of outcome, and sometimes the answer and the outcome is nothing like what we're expecting. And so we need to sometimes just reevaluate what it is that we're really wanting and looking for, because when we've totally disrupted the norm of everything around us and the culture around us, sometimes there's a spark that sets like an acorn ablaze, and the tree doesn't start growing for like 10 more years or something, you know, and it's like, then all of a sudden you look over and you had no idea, and it's been growing for a while, and it's been there, but you just didn't know it's been there. And so Spirit really wants you to, you know, really, it could be a person, it could be somebody that were at the helm of the ship for and that you were watching. It could be a job, it could be an education, it could be like a friendship, but somehow you're overlooking this little thing that you've cultivated it slowly somehow. But Spirit wants you to know that there's also the roots have dug really deep in this situation, so you're going to be able to receive a huge outcome from this situation. Okay, I hope that made sense to somebody. All right, I'm going to do a different one. I got all the information out of that one, and we shall do a little message on this one. I hope everyone's doing so well on this beautiful Saturday. I hope you are doing very well. Okay. What does Spirit want to say today? To you and my lovely peoples. Okay. Sorry, my child is downstairs making random noise. Look at the key again. The key. Okay, you have been a long-standing celibate, and you have been loyal to yourself. You've been loyal to your family because you're a loyal person, and you've been celibate partially from the fact that you have dated a lot of jokers, and you're a loyal person, and the people that you keep trying to date are not loyal. And so Spirit has like realized that you have stopped dating because your heart has been broken. You don't want to risk it anymore. And there is success around the corner. The key, though, is to not really look for it like you've been doing, but somehow you've been just spending time thinking about it and thinking about how broken it really is, and why it broke, and who broke it, and all the people that are just like the people that broke it. And so Spirit really wants you to, you know, take some time and just kind of forget about that aspect in general, right? Forget about dating in general, which you have been doing because you haven't been dating and you have been celibate. But Spirit wants you to kind of like go out into the world and develop regular friendships again before, and just kind of develop you as a person on the outside first, because you've been really good at developing yourself on the inside. However, Spirit wants you to take time and kind of like develop it on the inside. I mean, on the outside, by going outside and working on just interacting with normal people. And just by doing that, then the right person is going to slowly come in and say hi to you. And, you know, just by interacting, you know, but don't look for it. And that's the thing is, like, I think when we do that, when we're going to find it when you're least expecting it. And that doesn't work like that. You literally have to kind of just not think that that's part of our goal of life. You know what I mean? You got to make other goals besides that one to focus on and go out and become a better person. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, I hope everyone's having a really good day. I am really hot and I don't like being hot. So I hope that you have a good one, and I will see you next time.